YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the podcast. Of course, I am TJ, and this is the Voltage Play. So, kind of a cool topic for all of my gamers out there, gamer friends, whatever, especially if you are into retro gaming. Kind of have a cool little topic for you guys, show and tell, if you will. But, so I was cruising the Facebook Marketplace, which, depending on what I'm looking at on there, can mean absolutely nothing. If I get into some things like I find something I like, it becomes dangerous. Well, I was on there last night, cruising, about to fall asleep, and sure as shoot, what do I find? I found a perfect condition, original Generation 1 PSP. Now, for my non-gamer friends thinking, what the hell is a PSP? No, it's not an illicit drug. It is the PlayStation Portable, which was Sony's first entrance into handheld gaming. So, we're talking about 2005, I think, I would say. Yes, I do know this. It's March 2005 that it came out in the US. And I actually had one, and unfortunately it got damaged, the one that I had years ago, back in high school. And I sadly never got another one. And it really is sad, because I actually really loved my PSP. Loved it. But, yay, good news is, I was on the Marketplace last night. I didn't expect to get it though, because every time I find something on the Marketplace, this is just my luck. I always find something and then it just it gets swooped up and underneath me and someone else gets it. Not this time, Satan. I got it. I cannot be defeated this time. I was able to get it, and the guy got back to me, and I actually didn't get back to him for a few hours by accident. Whoopsie. I didn't, because I was kind of busy earlier today. But then, he reached out to me one last time, I got his message, and here we are. Perfect condition PlayStation Portable, or PSP, as it's actually called. It is just, I'll try to show you, it is just in such good condition, guys. I don't know if I would go as far as say that you can't find them in this good of shape. You can probably go on eBay and find some that are in decent shape, but you're going to pay a lot more than I did. For all this, I only paid $120. I got this, I got the original charger, I got the original PSP sleeve that came with it at the time, and we're talking 2005, guys. I can't tell if the camera's picking that up, but it has a PSP logo in it, and the sleeve that came with it at the time, and it came with like demo games and all that. He gave me all that stuff, and I'll go through the games that he gave me too. So, I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun little topic for tonight. I thought it was super cool. I was super stoked to get it because, again, I didn't have one since I was in high school, and I finally got my hands on this. And I'm kind of into that now. I'm not trying to be a collector of just anything, but like things that bring me joy and entertainment, I definitely think are worth collecting. And so this will be in my collection permanently. I already played it too. I played some God of War. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but one of the games he included was God of War, and it is pretty good. A little challenging at first on, getting used to playing on a screen this small again, but keep in mind, another historical here to mention is that this was, of course, long before any smartphones became big. So, 2 years or so before the iPhone even came out, the original iPhone, of course, this was how people really played mobile games. It was the DS, the Nintendo DS, or the PSP. That was the thing. And of course, as the iPhone blew up and inspired Google to do their Android phones and all that. The smartphone market exploded. It became a thing, and local gaming kind of took over, and the necessity for dedicated gaming, at least like these kind of devices, seem to become less necessary. Now, of course, we saw in the release in 2017 of Nintendo Switch that that's not always the case. So even if we might have mobile games, there's definitely still a market for something like a Nintendo Switch. I would even argue if Sony would come out with a new version of its handheld systems, I don't know if they call it PS Vita or whatever, but something, I think it would still sell. But that's up to Sony. Okay, so let me just for laughs and giggles, let me show you the UI. So, if you don't remember, the UI was kind of like that of a PS3 kind of inspired design in terms of, how Sony laid it out. So, I'm trying to show you best I can. Yes, you can see it now. So, it just gives you an idea, a little blast in the past there of how it looked. Kind of cool. Interesting on how they did it. It's kind of hard to do this on this side. But, of course, you can change the color, themes, and things like that. And, at the time that it came out, 2005, it really had a lot of features. A lot of, like, internet browser and music capabilities, and you could access the PlayStation Store. There's a lot you could do on this little device. And it's kind of a shame that Sony actually decided to just kill off their handheld business altogether, because what actually happened was, after this guy, there was 2 other versions of the PSP. Then Sony came out with the PS Vita. Now, the first version of the PS Vita had an OLED display, OLED, which if you don't know, that just means it's a super high quality, color-rich display. And then, for God knows what reason, they came out with a revised version of the Vita that does not have an OLED display, that actually uses a cheaper LCD panel. Why they did that, besides cost-saving measures, I don't know, because I don't think they actually lowered the price all that much on that revised version of the Vita. So, it's interesting. So, I'm not trying to go rambling on, but I just thought I would give you a little history lesson about the PSP and the PS Vita, the sequel to this. But this is super cool. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not, but I just think it's one of those things that if you're into retro gaming, which, I don't know, coming from somebody that actually used it when it was brand new in high school, it still feels so weird that this is now considered legacy tech, retro gaming. It makes me feel ancient, I'm only 31, but, the fact that it's hard to accept, I guess, that I actually started using this almost, well, in my case, I got like a year after I came out, I think, and even 2 years. So, around, for me, it was 15, 16 years ago that I owned one of these, but it's crazy to think. Okay, so what else did the guy give me, including, I have the box right here that he put all the stuff in. He gave me all kinds of stuff here. Earbuds, which I don't need, I have thousands of those. The original charger that came with it, which is pretty cool. And of course I showed you the sleeve that they included with the original PSP. Later versions, I believe, did not include the sleeve. So that was kind of nice. And I have a movie, Kick-Ass. That was actually a pretty funny movie. I think I've seen that a couple times now. But So there's a movie he gave me. Oh, and another lesson here. These are UMDs. Sony released these in 2005, obviously, alongside the PSP. And these actually survived 9 years. It wasn't until almost 2015 that Apple killed these off. Not Apple, I'm sorry. Sony killed these off. So I guess actually almost 10 years that they had these in existence. And then Sony eventually decided they need to go bye-bye. But, you know what? I don't know if these ever really caught on in the industry, but you could get these, you could get movies, games, TV shows, you could get all kinds of stuff on these UMDs. And it's kind of interesting, and really by comparison now, it's so hard to think that physical media is almost gone. Like the concept of something opening up like this does and putting the UMD in it, it's like a strange concept now in the year 2022. Okay, so we have, I told you guys this, I was playing this earlier, down the there. He gave me all the documentation like this that came with the game, with the PSP. This is some kind of sample. I don't know what this is. Let's find out together. Still don't know. Oh, okay. So this just has like mini games that came with the original PSP. There's like a sample of different things. That's cool. He gave the original sample of this too. Sweet. And this is kind of crazy. He must have got like when this came out, there must have been like bundles, special bundles, because he gave me unopened a copy of Spider-Man 2, the whole movie, to PSP. I mean, it's obviously a UMD, but it's unopened. So if I really wanted to, which I actually do love the Spider-Man franchise, I could watch that on my PSP. And it's unopened. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. I'm not a huge Call of Duty guy, but he gave me Call of Duty Roads to Victory. I remember this coming out at the time. Actually, this may have came out a little bit later, now that I think about it. Not quite 2005. But I remember a lot of people talking about this. I never bought it for myself at the time, but now I do have it if I want to play it. We have Killzone Liberation. Never played that, but that might be something that I will check out now that I have it. And NCAA 07 football. I do have a little experience playing that because some of my other friends loves football games too. So that is good to have. Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walkers. I am familiar with the Metal Gear franchise, but I don't have any experience with this particular game with the PSP. But that's cool to have that. Whoops. Okay. Logan's Shadow. Another one that I heard of, and I think I may have watched some gameplay on this one on YouTube, but I've never actually played it yet myself. It's good to know that I do have it now. I can play it. Awesome. Kind of looks like an interesting game to get into if you like shooter-style games. Which I do, as long as they're not, like, overly complicated or, it has to be a good story, basically. Oh, of course, Medal of Honor Heroes 2. Of course, kind of hard not to know that. EA is well known for that. But, never actually played it on the PSP though, so that's cool to have. And, okay, this is a demo game, Pursuit First. That's kind of interesting. Another one of those games that I don't know that I would normally want to play, but who knows? I might pull it out and play it now that I have a demo of it. And those are the games he included. So, I mean, it's kind of cool how he included all this stuff. It's, in itself, it's kind of amazing that he kept all this all these years. And a lot of people don't. But, it's kind of really cool though, this Spider-Man 2. I still can't get over that. So, this must have came in the bundle, the other bundle he got for the PSP, and he just never opened it. So, I don't know, I'm just a nerd, I guess. I find that kind of cool how an unopened movie for the PSP is sweet. And everything except one thing is perfect for this. And it's not even an issue with, it's not like a functionality issue, that it's not broken. But the one thing is, because this has an older, much older generation wireless card built into it, it is not compatible with modern wireless routers, any of that, any modern configuration. Now, could you create a workaround for that? You probably could take the time to do that. Am I going to? No, because I can happily still play all of these games that he included, plus get my own games for this, and still play them just fine without any internet access. I have no desire to browse the web on this thing. That's not quite why I want to own this, so that's okay. But it is worth noting, if you do end up getting one of these for yourself, obviously keep in mind that these are much older networking cards built into this thing, so you're going to have that consideration too. Now, with that all being said though, I'm just so happy that I found this. I mean, it's not very often that I go on Facebook Marketplace and find something cool like this, and I only paid a little bit over $100 for all this, and that's a great, to me it's a steal. That's as close to a steal as you're going to get. So, I couldn't be happier. Now, the last thing I want to say is, in terms of the PSP, now I guess really I'm thinking in terms of Sony in general, I wish that they would still have support. I get it's now a 17-year-old system. I mean, 2005 was, that wasn't yesterday, that was a long time ago. But I wish that these companies would still have a way of getting, how do I put it? I understand that they have to discontinue technology eventually, but it would be cool if they still had some kind of support for legacy tech, or retro tech, because they must know that there's guys out there like me, and maybe don't make enough of the population up, or the demographic up, to make enough of a difference, but there's collectors out there like myself. I know they exist because the guy that I got this from today said that he had many other offers behind me if I backed out. So, with that being said, it'd be nice if Sony offered some kind of support still, not like, repairs, something like that, but, maybe have still, I don't know, some kind of law for those that still like their, I guess now, retro handhelds. It's, again, I'll never get over that. I have to say retro handhelds because it's 17 years old now. But it's crazy to think because I owned it when I was in high school. So, to think it's that up there in age now. Whew. But with that being said, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video. It wasn't very much, this podcast, whatever you want to call it. But I just thought that I would kind of just show you guys that. Now, In other news and personal news, I have my dental surgery scheduled for March 9th, and I've already done. So many people have said, giving me well wishes, and I appreciate that so much. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really does help keep my anxiety down to know that so many people do care and are thinking of me. It helps. I will be okay. I have no doubt that I'm in good hands. The surgeon that's doing the procedure is very well known in this area. He's a great, very friendly doctor. I'll be just fine. But the recovery aspect of it always sucks. But it has to be done. So I probably won't do videos in March. At least not from March 9th for a couple of weeks after. But I might. You never know. Sometimes my recovery is different than others. So you never know. I could do some videos. I hope to, because I do love doing this podcast. And you can be absolutely confident that I'll be coming back at you guys with new episodes as soon as I can. And I really enjoy, let me know, do you guys enjoy like this retro gaming, like this kind of topics? What do you like? Please comment below. I'll be glad to incorporate that into my podcast. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big fat thumbs up. If you hate me, give it a thumbs down. If you're on YouTube, please give this channel a subscription if you like my content. Again, if you don't like it, well, you can give it a thumbs down too. That's okay, I forgive you. But I appreciate you tuning in either way. So until next time, guys, peace out for now. And please stay healthy and well.